Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually putting out a video, one of the things I've been dying to do, and that is a comparison of Pokemon Scarlet running on the Switch versus the Switch 2. And right away you can see, like, why is that guy at the back moving at like 2 frames per second? This is probably one of the most egregious differences you'll see in the two. Like, look at the frame rate of the characters in the background on the Switch 1 version versus the Switch 2, which is super smooth. Solid 60 frames per second, image quality is vastly improved, sharper, smooth, better performance. The Switch version is how people played this when it was first released, I don't know. And if we look at an open area, I mean, you can see the light and day difference, the clarity, the image quality, you know, just the everything about it is infinitely better. But the frame rate is just the biggest one. It is locked, it is solid, it is smooth. Oh, everything about the Switch 2 version is just infinitely better. I've never played Scarlet and Violet before, so this is my first time playing it and I'm actually enjoying it. But if I was playing it on the Switch, I think that would have hampered my enjoyment. Definitely. The Switch 2 version is just leaps and bounds. I mean, obviously with games, you know, like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom running on the OG Switch, there's no reason why Pokemon is not running better on the Switch, but this comparison just goes to show seemingly that a little bit of extra horsepower can make the game stable, but it's not exactly cutting edge, you know, engine or tech being run here. So is this just poor optimization on the Pokemon company's part? So should I say on Game Freak's part with regards to the Switch one? When we look at some other games that have come out on the Switch that look infinitely better and a similar type of, you know, open world type game. So if you've never played Pokemon Scarlet or Violet and you're interested in getting it, get it and use the free updates for the Switch 2 version and play it on the Switch 2. It is infinitely better on there. Even the loading times are vastly improved as well. Even during the cutscenes and things like that, where it's loading, it's streaming in assets during the gameplay, you'll notice a massive difference when you're playing on the Switch 2 because it just loads so much quicker. Yeah, it actually looks pretty. You know, the colours pop. You know, you can see the detail on the Pokemon. You know, it looks like there's actual anti-aliasing being used in this. You know, the backgrounds don't look blurry. Yeah, it's a night and day difference. Pokemon Scarlet running on the Switch 2, absolute night and day difference. But I think this is a good example just to show how, as I said before, how egregiously bad the performance was on the original Switch. I mean, this is patched to version 4, so I dread to think what the day one release was, the performance was like on the Switch. Because if this is patch 4 and it's still running like arse on the Switch, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, very happy to play it on the Switch too. Really enjoying the gameplay and the storyline so far, but I think I would have pulled out my hair if I was playing this when it first came out on the Switch, so I'm glad I kind of skipped it and waited. But yeah, just infinitely better on the Switch too, infinitely better. I think the patch notes give it a sort of, you know, it's up to 4K resolution, obviously solid, rock solid 60 frames per second. And various other enhancements as well. But I mean, you can see it for yourself. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 is the way to play, basically. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.